All right, next question is, what has Canada learned about development and conflict? We have devoted a tremendous amount of development resources and effort, a large CETA team on the ground here, in order to deal with one of the most challenging environments for development assistance. And it's been an extraordinary experience, a learning experience for us. I think we've shown a great deal of innovation, and our CETA colleagues have really done us proud. I think what we've learned, one principal message is that it's not about the volume of resources that you bring into society. It's not the overall price tag of what Canada's contributing. It's how that money is spent. We have seen with some other development in Afghanistan that when you bring too much money, it can actually destabilize a situation, because if the money ends up in the wrong hands, if there isn't sufficient accountability in place, it can feed corruption. If there's too much of a security burden in order to deliver a project, a lot of the money ends up with security firms, some of whom are controlled by characters that might not have the same interests as ours. And so there's a real discipline that comes to the disbursement of Canadian development assistance to make sure that the money is being well spent, that it's not just about pushing money out the door as quickly as possible. Now sometimes we get criticized for moving a little bit slower, but that's because we're taking great care in making sure that we know who's getting the money, that we've got the accountability mechanisms in place, and that the overall net impact is going to increase security. Dalla Dam is a perfect example of this. So we have devoted $50 million over 3 years to rehabilitate the irrigation system that provides the principal source of water for the agricultural economy in Kandahar. We have not only worked out the engineering aspects about this, but also the governance. How do the different communities relate to each other, so as they were receiving new funds to do new things, that we're not favoring one community over another, one tribe over another, and therefore engendering more conflict. We have taken great care in order to make sure that the investment that we're making in the Dalla Dam project not only rebuilds the irrigation system, but actually leaves Afghanistan more secure than when we started.